Hey students, so welcome to the third quarter. So we're going to be starting over here on module 17. You've got your offline resources here. You can see everything that you need to have done here written in the assignments list here. Then of course you want to be starting your quarter 3 reading log. So the first thing you need to remember is the fact that we're going to be using this Google Slides. So you want to make sure you make a copy for yourself. I'll also send a link to that in the live session. We're going to have 2 assignments due, the annotations assignment as well as the Touching Spirit Bear discussion. And then there will be an extra credit opportunity. You're not required to submit a journal this week, but there is an option to do that. So starting off, the warm-up is going to be thinking about what you read over break. So just share with me in a couple sentences what you read, what would you recommend, if you would recommend it or not, and explain why or why not. And then we're going to have a quick chat about how you would use nature to survive alone in a place like this. And it's all going to make sense in a moment once I get a little more into detail. So once you have had a quick discussion with that, we are moving on to the reading assignment. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up chapter 7 from Touching Spirit Bear. This is a really great book. I highly recommend you read the whole thing. There is a copy of it, a PDF version in the in Canvas you can access. So I can share that with you if you would like, but we're only looking at the one chapter from here. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to take time in class to read that and then answer the following questions in a Google Doc, and then you'll submit these in Canvas. So these are the 7 questions I'd like you to answer. And then here is the chapter. As you can tell, it's only 4 pages. It's not very long. So hopefully you can get through that pretty quickly. So you'll answer these questions, and you feel free to email me if you're not sure about something. You can ask me. That's no problem. So we'll do that, and then we're going to move on to our Touching Spirit Bear discussion. And this is going to be a review of the chapter. So you're going to choose one quote that stood out to you, and then you're going to type the quote below, then write 4 or 5 sentences explaining why that quote stood out, how it represents the chapter, and how it connects to the theme of survival. If you prefer, you may also find and cite a quote or short poem from another author instead. Then you're going to add your paragraph as a post and respond to at least one classmate in 2 to 3 sentences about whether or not you agree with their choice and why or not. So you'll do that. And then this is just a quick overview of what's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. So next week, we're going to be developing research skills to learn about a local nature center. And then the following week, we're going to be collaborating with our classmates to create an advertisement poster for that center. So I think you guys are going to have fun with this, hopefully. And of course, at the end here, we have a journal extra credit. If you would like, you don't have to do this. Obviously, you should be journaling, but you don't have to turn this in, but it's just an option. It's just, did you set any New Year's resolutions this year? Have you ever set them in the past? Do you tend to follow through with your intentions for the year? Why or why not? So you can submit this if you would like, but you don't have to. And that's pretty much it for this week because we have a pretty short week. So again, reach out to me if you have questions, and have a wonderful January.